Hello and welcome to Amby Marie Knits. My name is Amber. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Amby Marie Knits. This is episode 27 and today is October 27th, 2023. We've got lots of different crafts today. I have knitting, crochet, and sewing. My only finished object is actually a sewing object, but hey, I still got something done. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in. I finished a quilt. This is a jelly roll jam quilt. So you take the jelly roll and cut it up into squares and then you like put them different ways. Is it perfect? Heck no. Still excited about it. I used some batik fabric I got from Joann's. The binding is this dark green. The back is just plain black. My quilting skills, try to do straight line quilting, and then I said, heck with it, I'm going to do some curves. It's whatever. Like, it'll work. I have not washed it yet. That's something I'm planning on doing this week. Hopefully everything stays together, and I did it good. But yeah, pretty happy on this. I've been sewing a lot, like really into quilts. We're actually going to segue into whips, and I'm going to start with the sewing whips before I start the knitting just to keep stuff together. But yay, something done. It's about 4x4 square. So, oops, let me mute my phone. Where's my phone? Sorry about that. But that's my my only finished object this week. As far as whips for sewing, I learned how to make a half square triangle yesterday. There's more than one way to do it. I did it by making 2 squares, drawing a line down the middle, sewing down the side, and then cutting it. And then I made some blocks, just some Dollar Tree Halloween fabric. That's what some of this is. So I made this block, and then I learned how to do a border. No idea what I'm going to turn this block into, but hey, I made a block. And then I sewed this one together. Just made a square in the middle. And I like this one too. So I don't know. I don't know if I have enough of the skeletons to make another block. If I do, it may be a little like wall hanging. I don't know. But it's cool. So that's my sewing. Now we're going to jump into what you're really here for, which is the yarn related. Oh, hey, what am I wearing? Should probably talk about this. I made this 2 years ago. This is the Sea Glass Tank by Bad Girl. Do apologize. Bad World. I can talk today, I swear. Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits. There we go. And of course, put it down below. But this is a sea glass tee, but there's lots of modifications you could do with it. Now, one was put sleeves on it, which you did. And there was a chart for the pumpkin top. So it has this yarn. I dyed the purple. I dyed the green. Pretty sure I dyed the orange. I did not dye the black. Oh, and I should show you the bottom. It's got really nice, and look, pumpkin leggings. But it's got really cool little lace on the bottom. So it's supposed to get cold. I'm doing trunk or treat at work tonight, and I'm gonna be wearing this because I need something to keep me warm. Right now it's like 70 degrees, but it's supposed to drop all day, and then next week we have lows in the 20s. A little bit early for weather like that, but whatever. At least I get to wear more of my stuff I've made. Okay, now we're going to move into whips. First whip we're going to do the stuff you've seen already first. This is a cable sweater. This is in a bag from Gingersnapfibers. Let's see if I remember to move my marker. I did. Yeah, so that's fun. I moved my marker, but guess what? I didn't work on it this week. That's okay. I got other stuff done. I got time. I got till Christmas. Quite frankly, his birthday's in January. If I don't get it done for Christmas, guess what? It's a birthday present. Still works. There we go. So that's the first whip. Oh, pattern is loosely based off of the pub crawler pattern. But I made up my own charts. Yarn is Cascade 220 Superwash Merino. In whatever color this red is, it's numbers. So that's my first whip that I thought I worked on, but I really didn't. Next whip is like an old ongoing one. I got bored the other day and worked on my jelly roll blanket. A bag made by me, a couple flat quarters sewed together, and actually don't have anything loose on here right now. So I finished from the stitch markers. Actually, both the stitch markers on here are Project Progress Keepers are from Arkansas Yarn Co. Did I do? Yeah, they are. Okay. So I did from here up, found that off, and then I did from here all the way up. Not a lot, especially for a blanket I've been working on for almost 2 years now, but it's slowly coming around. I'll get there. No hurry on this. Yes, I should probably take a day and weave in some of these ends, because I've not been doing that. Maybe I'll do that before I start the next row. Okay, so I'm working on that a little bit, and I'm doing a couple advent swaps, like scraps, so I've got more scraps in my bag now because I've actually gone through them, which makes me want to work on it more, just when you're messing with stuff like that. So there's that one. Next up, another bag by Gingersnapfibers. This one's a snap bag. The socks I've been working on. Yarn is Pretty Twisted Yarns. I got some of it done yesterday. I got the heel done, and I'm that far on the foot. So getting there. I need to hurry up and get this done because I have some other socks I need to make for Christmas presents, and I need to get started on those, but that's okay. Look how this one spiraled to make it look like it's stripes. The first one didn't do that. Like, it looks good. I love the first one, but it didn't do that striping the way this one is. So, kind of cool. Okay. The next whip I didn't grab. Hold on. Okay, this is a whip that I'm going to still make, but I have to frog it and then redo it because I messed up on it. So Ysolda, the muscle bar hat that we all love, did a pattern. She's doing like a magazine, maybe it's called Knitworthy 7, and in it has multiple different like gifting patterns to make. You buy it, you don't necessarily know what all 6 of them are, but the third pattern in there was brioche slippers, and I'm like, I gotta do this. So I went ahead and bought the whole thing. I'm not quite sure what the other 3 patterns are yet. There's a hat pattern in there I did like as well, so I'm like, well, okay, since I know for sure I like 2 out of the 6, we'll go ahead and try it. So this is the cabin slippers, I can talk, and so swishy. Uses worsted weight yarn. Yarn is Arcane Fiberworks. I do not remember the colorway name. They're huge. They're way too big. I was supposed to be able to make 2 slippers with, 1 skein of yarn. This took 70 grams. So I am going to rip this out and start over at some point because I really do want them. I mean, it's brioche. We all know how I feel about brioche. And they're soft and they're squishy. Then it's got the garter on the bottom. So yeah, this is something I'm definitely going to be redoing. I just have not as yet. Especially when I redo it because I don't have a lot of worsted weight yarn. I mean, I probably could adjust the sizing for DK. I'm sure that would work, but all right, 2 more whips. Next one. If you're under the age of 18 and related to me, don't watch this part. Okay, you gone? Good. Okay, so starting on one of the blankets for a Christmas present. This one is going to end up with having a cat on it. It does not as yet. So far, I have made so many squares. These are crocheted granny squares. It's going to be 4 by 5, so 20 squares total. One of the squares is going to have an animal on it. This is where I'm at. I actually got 10 of the blue done, and I'm at 4 of the white. I think I only needed 9 of the blue, because one of them is going to be a cat square, but that's okay. So I'm this far. Theoretically, I'll have this done by next week. We'll see. But I think that's a pretty good goal, because if I only have 6 more white squares to make and 1 cat square, the regular squares only take 45 minutes to make. So even if I just do a square a day, day to sew it together, we'll say 2 squares a day. But I'm pretty sure I could get that done. So excited about making progress on this. I still have to get the yarn for the other 2. Okay, if you're under 18 and related to me, it is safe to watch now. Last whip I want to show you. So excited on this one. Bag made by me. Cute little rainbow Halloween. We all know how I feel about brioche, hence the cabin slippers and all of that. Woolen Pine came out with a bluegrass hat. So I made that bluegrass shawl a while back. Gorgeous, took me forever, but so gorgeous, scrappy. Well, there's a hat now too. So I started that. And actually I'm getting pretty far on it. Stitch Stoppers by Pretty Twisted Yarns. Or from Pretty Twisted Yarns. Whose birthday is today, by the way. Happy birthday, Teresa. Okay, so it is yarn used. The blue is A Girl in Her Wool. She no longer dies. Scraps. There's 2 different colors. You can't really tell, but there's 2 different colors on this part for the main color. This one. One is Pretty Twisted Yarns. It's a speckly one. I don't remember. And the other one's the Hedgehog Fibers. But yeah, it's going pretty good. I like it. It's squishy. Has a garter brim. I probably won't do a garter brim on the next one I make. I'm contemplating either a double knit brim. Also a plain brioche brim would be nice. Or a folded over brim. I have options there. I'm not quite sure what I want to do. But yes, this one's pretty close. I'm over halfway done with the top. I think I just have a couple more repeats of this awesome trellisy brioche pattern, and then I can sort the decreases. So this will be done by next week. That's it for whips. Couple other things I wanted to talk about before we go into live stuff. So yarn related stuff. 13 Nights of Hans, Pretty Twisted Yarns. I'm going to get them if everybody wants to see those. So hold on. Okay. I'm going to show you the 13 Nights of Hans so far for the Halloween countdown by Pretty Twisted Yarns. If you have not seen up to today's, which is day 9, stop watching. Come back in a little bit though. Okay, so we're going to try and get these in order. I love it. It looks so good. So, day 1, day 2, day 3. Totally just lost the order, but that's fine. I'm going to guess here now. Day 4, day 5, day 6, 7, 8, 9. This is roughly. There we go. Do it this way. Where? Come on. There we go. So there's your order. That is approximate. There is some room for some error in there. But still, it's looking so good. I don't know what I'm going to make with it. So I'm going to have 13 20-gram minis. Suggestions? Comment below. What would you make with this? Obviously, I don't know what the last 4 colors are. But what would you make if you had this much going on so far and the rest is a mystery? I would love to know. I was thinking about making the Scrappy V. Then I'm like, I could make a litmus cow. I don't know what I want to make. I'm just enjoying opening them. So, that is everything yarn related. So, life stuff. As far as life goes, tonight is trunk or treat at work. That's going to be fun. Probably no pictures because lots of other people's children. I probably shouldn't put on my YouTube channel. But, you know how I was talking a couple weeks ago? I was going to go hiking at Ha Tonka, and it was going to be amazing and wonderful and awesome. Finally got to do that yesterday. I was a little bit worried because the weather wasn't that great. Like, it was all rainy in the morning, and it kept saying it wasn't going to rain, then it was going to rain, and we drove up there. It was about an hour, 15 minutes, hour and a half away. There's a bug in my house. I am looking forward to getting cold next week because all the bugs will die, so that's cool. All right, back to Ha Tonka. So we drove up there, gorgeous drive. This is probably the last couple days that the leaves are beautiful because we're gonna get that cold snap. all the leaves are just going to fall off. So really good timing on us going. So I am going to put together a little like picture video montage and plop that at the end. So if you'd like to stay and watch it, I greatly recommend it. And as far as what Ha Tonka is, it is, okay, we're going to read a little bit on Ha Tonka. It's essentially the ruins of a castle up by the lake in the middle of Missouri. But it is, Ha Tonka State Park is one state park that should not be missed. The park is a geologic wonderland featuring sinkholes, caves, a huge natural bridge, sheer bluffs, and Missouri's 12th largest spring. The ruins of a turn-of-the-century stone castle overlook these wonders and offer impressive views of the Lake of the Ozarks and Ha Tonka Spring. So, some rich guy, early 1900s, built a castle. Castle burnt down, officially I think 1942 is when it built down. But it is gorgeous because you've got the lake right there. You have, it's just pretty to look at, especially when the leaves are turning. We didn't do much hiking, just with the weather and stuff. We walked and looked around the castle. We saw the water tower, and that's really all we did. They've got this trail, spring trail I think is what it is. And it's literally like these stairs along the side of a cliff. Like you have to be able to do lots of stairs. But it goes like 300 foot down to the spring. It's awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and put that video here at the end. And that's all I have for this week. I do want to thank everybody so much for watching. And I do appreciate everybody who stuck with me this long. And we'll see what I have made next week. Thank you again. Have a great weekend. And happy early Halloween. The water tower. There's the information on it. And this direction is just absolutely amazingly beautiful. You can see the lake over there. Look how awesome it is. So crazy, you can still see the burn marks from when the fire happened in 1942.